right? So this is the third term lesson, right? So volume and capacity, right? The previously we did area lesson, right? Which is very helpful to this volume and capacity lesson, right? Because when we are finding the volume or the capacity, we will be needing the knowledge of area lesson, right? So that is why I have taken these two lessons in a sequence, right? Area lesson, after that, volume and capacity lesson. Right? Okay. So, write down the main title. This is the 22nd lesson of your exercise book, right? Volume. Volume and capacity. So, very basically, you have learned this volume and capacity lesson, right? In your grade 7 as well. In your grade 7 as well. You have learned it. Right? But when you are doing this, don't try to tackle the right area surface and volume. Right? Area surface එකයි volume එකයි tackleize කරගන්න එපා. පටල ගන්න එපා. Right? Don't try to mess these things up. Right? I will tell you how to find the volume of the cube and the cuboid. Right? And previously I have said how to find the surface area of a cube and a surface area of a cuboid. Right? So now, I think in your grade 7, right, you have learned how to find the volume of a cube and of a cuboid. Right? First of all, we need to remind those. Right? Right. So I am going to share the screen. Right? I am going to share the screen. Right. Uh, grade 9 class, right? Grade 9 class, I will begin like December, right? Grade 9. Right? Most of the times, I will begin the classes in December. Right? I think I am not going to change the date. Right? So I do not know whether you will be with me or not. Right? But right, I need to give you the this message so that you can arrange the days or the day arrange right? So grade 9, I will begin in the December month, right? And නිවාඩුවෙම නැහැ. නිවාඩු දෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද online class එකක් online class වල නිවාඩු නැහැ. ඔයාලා ගෙදර ඉන්නේ. So that you can have holidays, right? Okay, then on that. So today is Wednesday. I am not going to change the day, right? You can continue. You can want pattern එක විදියට මේක කරගෙන ගියයි. Wednesday this time. I am not going to change. Right? May 5:30 to 8. Right? Same day, grade 9. Right? So I think may ඒක good හරි. So ඔයාලා පුරුදු වෙලා ඉන්නේ බාධා දාන්නනේ. So you can continue this. Right? Okay. So that is an additional. ඒක මේ additional. Right? Hari, okay. So okay, volume and capacity. I hope you have finished writing. So this is from your grade May 7, right? So you know these things. Volume of a cuboid, right? How to find the volume of a cuboid? You have to multiply the length by the breadth and by its height, right? So what is that? So if you think like this is a cuboid, when I make a cuboid diagram, so this is the length, right? And this is the breadth P, and this is the height, right? When I make a height, and I will come back to the board. Don't worry, right? I'm just explaining the it from maybe from the screen. Don't worry. Right? This is for a cuboid. Length, breadth, height. So you have to multiply these two things, right? These three things together if you want to obtain the volume of a cuboid. Same thing you have to done for a cube also, right? So how to find the volume of the cube? The volume of a cube equals length, breadth, and height. When it comes to a cube, right? What can you say about length, breadth, and height? Those are what happened to the length and breadth and height in a cube? All of those are equal, right? If I say the side of length of the cube 5 centimeters, right? This side is equal to this side, right? This side is equal to this side, right? All the length, all the breadth, all the heights are equal. So you have to multiply a side of the length, side of a length, side of a length, right? That means if you want to find the volume of a cube, what you have to do, right? If you think the side of the length of the cube is 5 centimeters, you have to multiply 5 by 5 by 5. Very easy, right? So if you want to find the length, volume of a cuboid, so think this is 6 centimeters, this is 5 centimeters, and this is 4 centimeters. 6 into 4 into 5. Okay. Right. I will come back to the board. Right. One board again. Right. I just gave you a refresh knowledge. Right. Refresh right. Okay. Now look at the board. So this is a cube. Special property of a cube is all sides are equal. Length of the all sides are equal. Right. So A, this side is A, and this side is A. All the things are equal together. Right. So how do you find the volume? Very easy. Volume of a cube. Now look at the board. I try to focus. Right? Try to memorize it. So how to find the volume of cube? A times A times A. A times A times A. A times A times A. So can you remember the integers? A. Same base. So you can add the powers. Index. 1, 1, 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1. Right? A times A square plus A to the power 3. Right? So this is the volume of a cube. And when it comes to a cuboid, so I will take length as L, simple L, breadth as B, and height as H. So how to find this volume of a cuboid? Volume of a cuboid. I am not going to write all the things, so you can write cuboid. So find the volume of the cube. Length into breadth into height. Okay? So length into breadth into height. LBH. LB. Well, just a quick refresh. Please write it. ටක් ගාලා ලියන්න. හස්මිනිය, still you can't hear me ද? තාම එහෙමද? ආව්. You can send me D for done now. All right. Sahira has done. Right, okay. So because these are from your grade 7, right? Shall we do some examples from them? Right, okay. So this one. Right. 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 Okay. Right. So I am going to give you some question. Right. So review exercise. So by using the knowledge of grade 7 and I have memorized it. මම මෙතන කියලා දුන්නා how to find the volume of a cube and a cuboid. Try to do the first one, right? And send me the answer. Find the volume of a cuboid with length, breadth, and height equal to 10 centimeter, 8 centimeter, and 4 centimeter respectively. So you have to find the volume and send me. This is a cuboid, and do the second one answer. And send me the answer for both of them. Right. Okay, guys. And in the first question, they are asking find the volume of a cuboid with a length, breadth, and height 10 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and 4 centimeters. So this is my cuboid, right? And you have to find the volume right? Length is 10 centimeters, right? And breadth is 8 centimeters, 8 centimeters. Unit is centimeters and the height is 4 centimeters. Right? 4 centimeters, right? Okay, this is how we are going to find the volume. Length into breadth into height. Right? Now, I am going to multiply length, breadth, and height. 10 centimeters. I will write somewhere around you. 10 centimeters multiplied by 8 centimeters multiplied by 4 centimeters. Very easy. Then, uh, 10 times 8, 80. Right? 80 times 4, 320. So I know what is 8 times 4? 32. So I know what is 2? What is 8 times 4? Side up. Right. Until the sign up says the answer, right? I will do this, right? Right. So centimeter into centimeter into centimeter, right? Centimeter into centimeter into centimeter, centimeters to the power 3, right? Centimeter cube, right? Cubic centimeter. Right. So most of you guys have done this, right? Okay. Right, Puri. ඉස්සර idea කොහොමද මේ කොහොමද බිමන්සා කියලා දුවේ? හරි. බිමන්සාරේ කවුද? හරි මම දන්නේ නැහැ. එයා ලීව් වෙලා තිබ්බා මම එයාට මැසේජ් එකක් දැම්මා. හරි. ඇයි කියලා අහන්න. හරි. පොඩි idea එකක් ගන්න පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න. කවුද අලුතෙන් join වෙලා ඉන්න පුතාලා දුවලා ඔයාලට තේරෙනවද නැත්නම් අවුල්ද කොහොමද මම දැන් විශ්වාස දුව ඉස්සෙල්ලා කිව්වා මේ ස්පීඩ් එකත් අවුලක් නැහැ කියලා. හරි දැන් කියනවා තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. අවුල්. So new guys අලුත් පුතාලා දුවලා පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්නකො. කවුද අමානි? Yes, Amani, how about you? The way that I am doing is okay with you or no? Can you understand what I am saying? And anything? Amani මාව එනව නේද? Okay. Amani කියන එයාට තේරෙනවා, right? So howද වෙන? Hasmini, what about you? You can mic on, right? You can turn on the mic and speak. Hasmini, what about you? Can you understand or is there anything to be improved? මොනවද තියෙනවද? මම දන්නවා පරසෙට් එක නම් තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ආවරට අං ගාලා. හරි අලුත් අය තමයි. What about Asmini? Yeah. And Dipanti? Guys, you can okay, Asmini I can understand. You can speak, right? You can speak. Turn on the mic and Vidusha Sandalu may other have together. Yeah, messages are going to Imandi. What about Imandi?
I
Sorry.
can understand, teacher, sir.
Okay, thank you. Sahira? What about Sahira?
Understood, sir.
Okay. Savindu?
Understood, sir.
Okay. So, guys, if you don't understand, right, let me know. What again, maybe. This level again, the parent nahi kita. So, mama, parna set ke dano, parna set ke why patients dano, right? Parent na to side of table, side of dano. So, cannot understand. Please explain. Right? Itu means there no, right? Tangi. Parent na tangi no, right? Vidu jat there no, right? Vidu jo me gather in na inna to go to mata kena to go to medical na me better nahi hai. Vidu jo මොකද මේක හරියද? තේරුණාද? Did you understand this? අර උත්තර එවලා තිබ්බ වෙනස් වෙනස් කියලා ඒක. Right, got this මේක. Did you got this? Right. Sainam, I have asked you a question. What is the answer for 8 times 4?
32.
Right. It's a 90 है, left है 90.
Yes, sir. Call came.
Right. Right. So the second one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Sidhu. Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, our mother is asking if I can tell the multiplication properly when sir's asking from me. She's listening.
At the same time, sir. A level. Oh. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
No, give. Right, okay. So the second one, find the volume of the cube of a side length 6 centimeters. Cube means very easy name. Right, this is the cube name. Right, all the sides are equal. Yeah? Right, all the sides are equal. Right. So this side is 6 centimeters. Yes. And this side is also 6 centimeters, and this side is also 6 centimeters. How to find the volume of the cube? 6 centimeters into 6 centimeters into 6 centimeters. Or 6 to the power 3, ne? Right? Or you can say this as 6 to the power 3. Right? So 6 times 6, 36. 36 times 6. So how do you obtain? 6 times 6, 36. Remainder is 3. 6 times 3, 18. 18 plus 3, 21. Right? So how do you put the unit? By previous. Centimeter into centimeter into centimeter. Centimeter to the power 3. 216 cubic centimeters or centimeter to the power 3. Right? Okay. Right. 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 So I am going to share the screen now. I am going to Share the screen now. Sorry. Right. Shall we try to do this? I will give you the time. Right. Example number 1. Right. The length, breadth, and height of a cuboid are 20 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and 8 centimeters respectively. Find the volume of this cuboid. And the second question is something different. Right. You have to use your mind. Use your mind and think how to do. Right. So if I read this question, another cuboid with a square base, right? Another cuboid, right? This is not, this is this one, right? Another cuboid with a square base. What is the base? Right? Below, right? Below part is equal to a square, right? It is something like this. So base is like a square. Length of this side is equal to this side, right? AA, right? And it is something like this. I am helping you. Actually, I am not. No need to draw this one. Right? I am just helping you. Right? The square base is of the same volume. It is equal to the volume of this previous cuboid as that of the above cuboid. Its height is 4 centimeters. Height is 4 centimeters. So this is the new cuboid. And find the side length of its base. So this is the base. This is the base. And length of the side is A. Right? Please try to do the example number 1 and send me the answer for the first one and send me the answer for second one. Right? Right. I will give you the time to do. Try to do. Right. So I think the time is enough, friends. Right? So most of you are doing it. Right. So if you cannot understand, please let me know. Right? If you are right, if you have any unclear point, right, let me know. I am going to stop sharing. Right. So right. So my question is, guys, I'm sending the tube to the group. So no need to draw, no need to write that. So you have to just do the calculation and send me the answer. Right? I am putting the tube to the group. Right? So no need to worry. Right. Okay. So my cuboid is something like this. Right. This is 4 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and the length is 20 centimeters. So the first question asks the volume, right? Volume of the cuboid. How to find 4 centimeters into 8 centimeters into 20 centimeters. 4 times 8, 32. 32 times 20. Very easy. 0. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 3, 6. Yes. 640. 640. What is the unit? cm times centimeter. Right? Centimeter to the power 3. 640 cubic centimeter. Right? So now, what is the second question? So what is the second question? And that is very important. You need to understand. Right? Another cuboid. There is another cuboid with a square base. Base is a square. Right? So what is the base? So this is the base. So this is the base. Right? Then square base is of the same volume as that of the cuboid, right? So it is equal to the same volume. Cuboid, right? Previous cuboid again, right? Volume eකට සමානයි, right? Volume of this cuboid is equal to the previous volume of the cuboid, right? Then its height is 4 centimeters. Right? Height is 4 centimeters. I am drawing a rough one, huh? So that you can understand. Height is 4 centimeters. You have to find the length of its base. So this is an square, so this side is equal to this side is equal to this side is equal to this side. All the four sides are equal together, right? So I will take one side is equal to A. Length of the one side is A, correct? Then how to find the volume of this? Volume equals A times A times 4. Right? So it is 4 centimeters. If you want, you can write down 4 centimeters because we do not know the units of A and A. Right? Definitely it should be centimeter, right? But you need to put as centimeters, 4 centimeters. Okay. This volume is equal to this for the previous tubing, right? So I can write A times A times 4 centimeters equals this volume equals to this 640 cubic centimeter, right? Okay. Now A times A, you know, A squared, A times A squared, and here you have 4 centimeters, 640 cubic centimeter. And if I want to isolate or to find the value of A, what I have to do? I have to divide both sides by 4 centimeters. I need to remove that. And 4 times 4, right? 4 to 4, centimeter to centimeter. Right? Here you have 640 and you have to divide it by 4. So how do you divide? 4 times 16, eh? Right? 116. 116. What is the unit? What is the unit? How do you define unit? Here in the top, you have, right? Here in the top, you have, right? On in top, that means 100. So in the top, you have cubic centimeters, centimeters to the power 3. And in the denominator, you have only 1 centimeter. Right? How do you check it? Centimeter, and you can cut 1 centimeter from here. If you cut, right, if you reduce 1 centimeter, right, 1 centimeter unit from here, how much remains? 3 minus 1?
Square centimeter.
Yes, square centimeter. So 160 square centimeter. Right? So now finally, what is the answer for this one? In the left hand side, A square equals 160 square centimeters. Well, A square A square equals 160 square centimeters. Right? Right. Now, here you have square, A square. Right? When it goes to your right hand side, what it would become? The square root. A equals square root of 160 square centimeters. Right? So, I will take it here and method again, so you can understand. So this one, A square equals 160 square centimeters, and you are going to take your square sign to this side. So that means you are going to find the value for A 160. So square root of 160 square centimeters. So how to find? So you can keep your answer like this now if you want. Square root of 160 and square root of centimeter square is centimeter. If you want, you can keep your answer like this. Or else you can simplify that as well. And you can simplify that furthermore. Right? How do you simplify? Right? 160 can be written down as, right? 160 can be written down as 16 times 10 centimeter. Right? 16 times 10. මේක තේරුම් ගන්නකොට අවුලක් නැහැ. හරි? මේක ඔය ලොකු ගානක් දීලා තිනේ. Right? That you can remember all the things. So that you can remember all the things. Right? 16 times 10. Right? So then what is the square root of 16? 16 can be written down as 4 times what? What is the square root of 16? Square root of 16. 16 can be written down as 4 times 4. Else, square root of 16 can be written down as 4. Right? You cannot obtain the value of 10. So that you can put square root of 10. Okay? Centimeter. Okay? So this should be the final answer. Okay? This should be the final answer. Or you can put it like this. Right? You can start from here or here. Right? Doesn't matter. Like this. ඒක ටිකක් අමාරු ගානක්. Right? මම ඔය මතක් වෙන්නත් එක්ක තමයි ඔක දුන්නේ. හරිද? Right, okay. Right, Putri. Right, I am going to share the screen now. Right. right? So there are two important points that you need to remember, right? So you have done this in your grade 7 as well, right? I am just explaining this. Mega, right? Uh, just explain karana. So you know these things, right? So important point one. If the length of the side of a cube is 1 meter, so this is the cube, right? You know the property of a cube, right? Each and every side, right? Each and every length of the side are equal, right? Each and every length of the side are equal, right? Then its length in centimeters is 100 centimeters. So very basically, you know that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Right? 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Right? You know this one. Okay. So we can write down the volume of this cube, right? By this, right? 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. So that means 1 meter into 1 meter into 1 meter. Right? 1 meter into 1 meter into 1 meter. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. That means 100 centimeter times 100 centimeter times 100 centimeter. Correct? So altogether, how many zeros should be there? Most important thing. How many zeros should be there? This 100, there are 1, 2 zeros. And this 100, again 2 zeros. And this 100, again 2 zeros. Altogether, 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 zeros should be there. Right? So this is at 10,100,000 cubic centimeter. Right? So the volume of this cube is equal to 10,100 cubic centimeter, right? That means cubic meter, 1 cubic meter equals to 10,100, right? 10,100 cubic centimeter, right? 10,100 cubic centimeter, right? Keep that in your mind, right? Mega no need to write, right? So the second point, cubic feet and cube are two units of volume which are also in use. Right? So what is the relationship between cubic feet and cube? Cubic feet and cube. So you have to just remember these things. Make a mathaga tiyagan vitara ඕනේ. Right? 100 cubic feet equals to 1 cube. Right? Just keep that in your mind. That is enough. So you have to write that 100 cubic feet equals 1 cube. Okay. That part is okay. So this is in your tute. I will upload the tute into the group, group so that you can collect me and take a printout. Right. Shall we do some more? Right, okay guys. So this is a table. Sorry. Then shall we fill different types of things? I want you to do this one and I send me the answer and do this one and send me the answer, right? And you need to keep your eye on the unit as well. You need to send me the volume and you need to send me the volume, right? Length is 1.5 meters, breadth is 0.5 meters, height is 0.7 meters, right? Length is 3 upon 4, breadth is 2 upon 5, height is 2 upon 7, right? You need to send me the volume for this one and for this one. Taggala karan. Hari. But in the speed revision I did right fractions වැඩි කරන විදිය කරා right speed revision. I do not know whether Vidu should participate or not. Right? Vidu නෙවෙයි අනිත් set එක. නැත්නම් විදුලියගේ විදුරක් බයිනවා කියන්නේ. එතකොට මේ ඉතින් මේ online classes හොඳයි. මොකද දන්නවද? අපේ කාලේ තිබ්බනම් මම ලොවෙත් online class කරනවා. ඇයි මොකද? third level ගහන්න බෑ. මම නම් කුටි කාලා දිනනවා. හරි. එකපාරක් කුටි කාලා දිනවා මේ තව කට්ටිය. ඒක ගාවදී කටි බව වට්ටා. හරි. නිර්මාණ පාඩම මේක කරදීලා login construction. දුන්න දේ ගාලා පිට මැද්දට. මේ කෑවා. තඩාන් ගාලා පිට මැද්දට ගෙලින්ම දැන් මට ඉතින් ඔන්ලයින් කරන්න බෑ නේද? අම්මලා ඉන්නකොට මට පාවලා දෙන්න නම් පුළුවන් පිටිපස්සට. right? I can betray you. මෙයා කරලා නැහැ කියලා එහෙම දුන්නාම එහෙම හම්බෙනවනේ පාර. හරි. Right. Okay. So let's do. හරි අපි කරමු. Right. So the thing is you have given right length, breadth and height and you have to multiply them those together and you have to find the volume. Right? At the end. Right. So I have done the decimal lesson and you know how to multiply decimals right together. Right? Okay. So let's do length, breadth, height. So you have to find the volume. First, so length is 1.5 meters multiplied by 0.5 meters multiplied by 0.7 meters by OP. Now, in the decimal lessons I told you, mom me parane madak karna, right? So that you can remind me. Right? So 1.5, 5 and 0.7. Right? In the decimal lesson I told you, just forget the decimal places in all the numbers. So if you forget the decimal places in all the numbers, you have 15, you have 5 and you have 7. I am going to multiply each and every number, right? So, first of all, I will multiply 15 and 5. 5 times 5, 25. Remainder is 2. 5 times 1, 5 plus 2, 7. Right? And these two are done. Right? Now I have to multiply this 75 by 7. Right? 7 times 5. 7 times 5. 5 times 10. 32. Remainder is 3. 7 times 7. 49. 49 plus 3. 52. Yes, 52. 525. 525. Right, what is the unit? Meter. Meter to the power 3. Cubic meter. Now, is this answer is correct? The answer is correct. Is this answer correct? No. But why is that? No decimal points has mark. Decimal point have mark color. So, how many decimal points are there? With 1.5, you have 1 decimal point, 1 decimal point, 1 decimal point. All together, you have 3 decimal points. So, you have to allocate 3 decimal points. Right? Now, your decimal point is here and jump to your left. Right? 529. Take your pencil and mark 1, 2, 3. Your decimal point comes here. Right? So, your answer is this. 0.525 cubic meter. Make a bag you work. Mama ever decimal lesson again video. Parana set take. You guys learn this from school. School again. I have done this so many examples. What would have colored in example? Decimals. How to multiply a decimal by a decimal. Last subtitle of the decimal. Whatever. So this one will be the answer. I think Sanofi send me the answer second time correctly, right? Every part, right? So how to do the next one? 3 upon 4, right? You have to find volume. So 3 upon 4, this is a fraction, right? You know how to multiply a fraction by a fraction. You know how to multiply a fraction by a whole number. Huh? So on and so forth. I have done already. Hari, Katari Matatana, I will send the video recording. 2 upon 7. What we can help the right. So these are three fractions. There. You have to just multiply it. Numerator should be multiplied. Denominator should be multiplied. There is no addition. Addition was a fraction. Multiplication is very easy. How do you do the multiplication? Right. So in the numerator you have 3 times 2 times 2 divided by 4 times 5 times 7. 4 times 5 times 7. Meter times meter times meter. Meter to the power 3 cubic meter. Right? So can you simplify in the numerator and the denominator? Yes. 2 times what? 2 times 2. Right? 2 times 2 40. Then here 2 times 1. 2 times 1. Yes. Very clear. So in the numerator you have 3 times 1 3. Denominator 1 times 5 5 5 times 7 7 times 5. The divide. Right? So this should be the value. Make it right. This is an improper fraction. Sorry, proper fraction. Right? I think one Tahira may when you are multiplying, I think you have done the simplification, but you have when you are sending me, you have done something wrong, right? So most of the time your answer is correct. So the 70 should be divided by 2 as well. Right? Only Sahira send me a approximate answer. Vidusha කියනවා put mercy on us. Mercy තමයි. Right, okay. Right, Budi. So I will do a little bit of speed revision as well. Speed revision as මම කරන්න. So from here for today I will stop the lesson. Right? So for today I will stop the lesson. So I will go back to the speed revision. Speed revision so that I can remember a lot of things. I have only 10 minutes. මම අද පොඩ්ඩක් වෙලාව ගත්තා මේ lesson එක කරන්න. Right? So let's do 5 more questions, right? So